Consuelos is known to the world as a charismatic actor, someone whose charm and presence captivate audiences everywhere. Fans admire his smile, his energy, and the magnetic way he commands attention on screen. Yet, behind the lights and cameras, Mark is so much more than his public persona. To Kelly Ripa, he is her partner, her anchor, and her safe place in a world that can be unpredictable and overwhelming. Their relationship has been built over decades, weathering life's storms and celebrating countless joys. Recently, Mark shared a deeply personal and quiet wish with Kelly, a moment so intimate and profound that it moved her to tears. It wasn't about fame, attention, or the public eye. It was about love, legacy, and the life they share together. This is the story of that heartfelt conversation and the lessons it carries for all of us about love, presence, and living fully. Pur poetertin, asmdroaren, fapperarm, plywaboif. The conversation between Mark and Kelly didn't happen in front of cameras or in headlines. There were no flashing lights or interviews, just two people sharing a private moment after decades of building a life together. Their marriage, spanning nearly 30 years, has seen highs and lows, successes and challenges. But at its core, it is built on mutual respect, love, and unwavering commitment. They have raised 3 children together, navigated demanding careers, and faced personal hardships, all while maintaining a partnership that has inspired fans worldwide. The significance of this conversation lies not in its publicity, but in the honesty and vulnerability they shared, a rare glimpse of what it means to love deeply beyond the spectacle of Hollywood. The journey of their love. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos met in the mid-1990s on the set of All My Children, where on-screen chemistry quickly evolved into real-life devotion. They eloped in 1996, opting for an intimate start to their life together rather than a grand ceremony. Over the years, their bond has endured the pressures that challenge many celebrity marriages. Long schedules, public scrutiny, the demands of raising children, and the ups and downs of careers. What makes their relationship remarkable is not perfection, but persistence and honesty. They choose each other daily, embracing both challenges and joys and finding strength in their shared commitment. Their story is a reminder that love is not a fleeting passion, but a deliberate and continuous act of care. Kelly's rock and mirror. Kelly often describes Mark as her rock, someone who reflects her strengths and challenges her when necessary. Similarly, Mark admires Kelly's intelligence, resilience, and emotional depth. Their partnership is not about avoiding difficulties, it is about confronting life together, hand in hand. They acknowledge their imperfections and face obstacles as a team, which is what makes their connection both enduring and genuine. This understanding sets the stage for Mark's heartfelt wish, a request that is both intimate and transformative, revealing the depth of love that binds them. The quiet evening that changed everything. The conversation happened during an ordinary evening in the quiet of their home. Mark, reflective and serious, spoke about the future in a way Kelly had never heard before. He reflected on time, gratitude, and what truly matters when all else fades. In that moment, he asked Kelly for something profound. Not about possessions, not about legacy, but about how she would live if the day ever came when he could no longer be by her side. His request was simple in words, but monumental in meaning. He wanted her to continue living fully, to embrace joy, to love, to laugh, even if he wasn't there. It was a moment of vulnerability and trust, a recognition that love is both deep and enduring, even in the face of life's uncertainties. Kelly's emotional response. Kelly's reaction was natural, deeply human, and full of love. She cried not out of fear, but out of the intensity of the emotion shared between them. Over the years, Kelly has experienced emotional moments publicly, on live television, and through her work. But this moment was different. It was personal, unfiltered, and entirely private. Mark's wish forced her to confront a future she had not wanted to imagine, a reality where someone who has been her partner for most of her adult life might one day be gone. The tears were a mixture of love, gratitude, and recognition of the depth of their connection, and they marked a profound shift in their shared understanding of life and love. A wish rooted in love. Mark's wish was not about preparing for loss, but about ensuring Kelly's joy and her life continued to flourish, regardless of circumstance. It was an act of love and foresight, a demonstration of care that went beyond immediate emotions. He wanted Kelly to understand that living fully and embracing life does not diminish love. It honors it. This perspective reframes the concept of a final wish from one of sadness to one of inspiration, offering guidance on how to navigate life with intentionality and grace. It reminds us that love is not possessive, but liberating, and that supporting a loved one's happiness can be the greatest expression of care. The meaning of emotional courage. Fans and observers have been moved by the story because it highlights emotional courage, a quality rarely celebrated in traditional narratives of masculinity. Mark's willingness to speak openly about his hopes for Kelly's life, his vulnerability, and his focus on her continued happiness redefines what it means to love fully. This is courage that doesn't seek applause. It simply exists to protect and uplift. In the modern context, where vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, Mark's honesty demonstrates that true strength is found in emotional clarity and the ability to communicate desires for the well-being of those we love. The power of shared promises. Kelly's response to Mark's wish was she promised to honor his request not with performative gestures, but with daily acts of love, joy, and remembrance. She committed to carrying their bond forward, embracing life fully even in moments of potential loss, and choosing to live with intention rather than fear. This mutual understanding deepened their connection, reinforcing the idea that love is an active choice, not just an emotion. Promises made from the heart, grounded in shared experience and mutual respect, have the power to transform relationships and create enduring bonds. The everyday beauty of their love. Since the conversation, Kelly and Mark continue to live their lives with humor, joy, and devotion. The story is not defined by tragedy, but by the richness of ordinary moments, shared laughter, quiet conversations, supportive gestures, and the simple presence of one another. It is a reminder that profound love is often expressed through the accumulation of small, intentional acts that honor connection. Their journey illustrates how authenticity, honesty, and emotional openness can strengthen relationships over time, creating a love that is resilient, adaptable, and deeply human. A lesson for all of us. What makes this story resonate so powerfully is that it extends beyond celebrity life. It reminds us to value the people we love, to express gratitude openly, and to embrace vulnerability as a form of strength. Mark and Kelly's example teaches that love is not about clinging to permanence, but about cultivating joy, presence, and meaning. Their experience encourages reflection on how we approach our relationships, how we communicate wishes and desires, and how we choose to honor the people who matter most in our lives. It is a lesson in courage, empathy, and intentional living. Living with love and awareness. Ultimately, Mark Consuelos' wish is not about endings, but about continuity. It is about creating a life where love, laughter, and presence are prioritized, where moments are cherished, and where commitment is expressed through intentionality. Kelly Ripa's tears were not a sign of despair, but a reflection of the depth of their bond and the recognition of love's responsibility. By embracing this perspective, both continue to navigate life with gratitude and focus, turning ordinary days into extraordinary experiences of connection and affection. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of love grounded in honesty, courage, and shared commitment. Conclusion. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa's love story is a powerful reminder that the deepest connections are often quiet, intentional, and filled with emotional courage. Their story teaches us to live fully, love openly, and prioritize what truly matters. It is not a story of sadness, but of devotion, presence, and the extraordinary beauty of everyday love. For more heartfelt stories and updates, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Stay connected and inspired with real-life tales of love and resilience.